JAGfx.com. It is Monday the 20th of August 2018, and this video is my weekly analysis video, so it'll go for about half an hour. It's basically where I go over every pair I'm looking at on both the high probability and the mod MACD methods from the book. So the two methods on the daily charts only, all pairs. So let's have a look. We'll start off with the high probability daily. As you can see, we've got a fair few trades open. They're the ones with the extended title bar compared to the shorter ones, but we'll run through them all in a way. So this is the dark background, which is the high probability, which is from the high probability book obviously, and the Divergence book. Alright, so just to be clear on that. USD Japanese yen, nothing happening. It's just tightening right up there, and you can even say it's a bit of a triangle, whatever you want to call it. There's bound to be something happening shortly. Even the MACD is very flat there, which is unusual. Right, euro pound in a sell here. Remember the intersection of the lines. If they're red, it's a sell. If they're blue, it's a buy. Generally, anytime that you see red lines for me, it's something bearish. If you see green trend lines or blue lines, I just can't make up my mind between those two colours, it's bullish. And if you see an aqua line like this, it's just generally something I'm keeping an eye on. It doesn't mean much other than just for my info sort of thing. And grey vertical lines mean just get ready for something. So we're in a sell here, not much happening. The stop's up here, so we're still protected by the stop. We're a bit against it at the moment, but no big deal. Pound yen in a sell back here from the intersection there, all the way down. Already closed out half, stops here, trailing the stop. And there's that one of these grey vertical lines because I've got a blue MACD platinum dot below the zero level, so it's potential buy signal setting up. So we're in a good sell there. New Zealand Swiss franc in a buy here from a couple of days ago, last week. It looked like it was going alright until today. It's a high risk trade. Got the regular bullish divergence, looking to go back up towards the MAs at least. But there is a stop in place there, you just can't see it. There you go. So that's the New Zealand Swiss franc. USD CAD in nothing at the moment. Potential setting up. I always draw my trend lines when I see potential setting up, even though there's nothing confirmed. Just saves me always checking and drawing them. They're there, I can see them, and I'm just waiting for, you'll probably see them both together, the red dot on the MACD platinum and possibly a red dot on the price on the QMP filter. Now, whether I take that trade, I'm not really sure, because price is right on the MAs at the moment. The MAs are up, and even though it's technically divergence there, it's the MACD is not that far above the zero level. We'll see. Euro CAD in a sell from back here, closed half, stop up here now, possibly waiting on a buy signal depending on if there's divergence, because it'll be against the trend, but at the moment in a good sell. AusCAD in a buy from this morning, not really doing much at all, quiet Monday. It's one of my high risk trades, regular bullish divergence against the trend. There's quite a few of them this morning. You can see the divergence quite obvious there, lower lows on price and higher lows on the MACD platinum. So one's going one way and the other's going the other way basically. Euro Swiss, another one that was a buy taken late last week. Another one of these high risk trades. There's been a few of them. There's been big trends down. Now we're trying to catch it the other way. Now I know they're not for everyone, but I take them just to show that they sometimes do work. Alright, New Zealand Japanese yen in a sell from back here, already closed half, stops getting moved down, so locking in profit. There was a buy signal on this candle this morning, but it wasn't taken because it's against the trend, and I've got no divergence to help confirm. I use divergence as a bit of a filter when it comes to counter trend trades. If I haven't got divergence, I'd rather not take it. So at this stage I didn't take the buy. USD Swiss franc, this thing is just going sideways, isn't it? And I'll probably mention in the mod MACD where I've got the actual parity, the the black line drawn in at the 1.0000. You've heard me go on about it a few times now. Look at that. That is just sideways for weeks. USD Swiss franc. So I'm not in the trade there. Pound USD in a buy this morning, one of these high risk ones. Again, regular bullish divergence against the trend, looking to go up. Even if we go up towards MAs, it might roll over again. That'd be fine, because then, you know, I would get some sort of signal saying start, move and stop, closing out half, etc. So it's pretty good still. Euro USD, same deal this morning. High risk buy trade, counter trend, bullish divergence. Sound like a broken record. We're right at our entry price at the moment after pulling back a little bit. Euro was in a buy here from, looks like early last week, about a week ago. Not going that well at the moment, but not really threatening to stop, so we're not that far below the entry point. MAs are very tight, so it could go either way. Quite happy to stay in that for now. Euro yen in nothing yet. I'm looking possibly tomorrow for a buy signal, hopefully, and I will take it, because I like this sort of what you'd probably call a double bottom or a support level. So even though it'd be a high risk trade, again, as the MAs are heading down, I'm quite comfortable taking a trade because of that. Done a lot of historical looking at start again. I've looked at a lot of historical charts, and that is one pattern I'm quite comfortable with. Double tops, double bottoms. Right, pound Swiss franc in a sell back here. Already closed half, got a pretty good tight stop now on the sell, and I took a buy this morning, and there's a stop on the buy, you can see it there. Again, one of the high risk trades this morning, and because I've got half a sell and a full buy, I've got that what I call a partial hedge on there. So I like these actual setups, because it doesn't matter which way I go, I've already locked in profit to the downside. If it goes up, as long as it doesn't go up, take my stop out and roll over, obviously, but generally it's a pretty good setup when you're in both directions. I know you can't, not everyone can do that, especially a lot of our American friends, but it works for me, so there's ways around it. We've discussed it plenty of times before, guys. CAD Japanese yen in a sell back here. It's been a bit going, a bit iffy, but it's still holding the sell. I've already closed half, stops in a place where probably can't lose anything overall in the trade. There was a buy signal this morning on this grey line, but I couldn't really justify taking it. It's into the MAs, they're pretty tight. There's no real obvious divergence to, as in bullish divergence. It just doesn't look right. So I'm quite happy just to see how it pans out on the sell. AusCAD in a buy from last week, another one of these high risk trades. It just looks like it's stalling a bit, not really taken off. I'd really like to see it sort of bust through that, break through that upper trend line there, and get up towards the MAs. But at the moment, still looking all right. You can see the stop down there. Oz Swiss, took a buy on that this morning. Regular bullish divergence, another high risk trade against the trend. Trend's down. You can see it all. Went against me a bit, starting to sort of recover a little bit now, but still pretty comfortable in this. It's only early days. Oz Japanese yen, nothing as yet, but possibly tomorrow morning. Might be setting up for a buy signal here. Again, it'd be another high risk trade. We've got the bullish divergence, probably a double bottom there on the MACD platinum, but you know, you can see the lower lows on the price there. This support level was a previous sort of support resistance. It sort of came through it and didn't really stay down below it too long. Now it's up above it, so it might hold again. So quite happy to put a stop down here. I'll take a buy tomorrow if that presents. Swiss franc Japanese yen in nothing at the moment. Again, I've just drawn a couple of trend lines, waiting for something to happen. But you know, we've got the MAs all very tight. Euro New Zealand, been in a buy from back here, seems like a lifetime, as I probably said last week. And in a sell last week, and it did go down a little bit. I've got to stop my buy here. you can read my notes. Remember, any of these videos, all you can do is, because there's a lot of notes in this one, you can just pause them or slow them down and have a look for yourself, have a read of them. I try to keep a sort of a running record from top to bottom on what I'm doing and why I do it. So we're in a buy, half a buy back here and a full sell here, so other than swap possibly on that buy trade, I think it's against me a little bit. It's not too bad. CAD Swiss took this morning. It's one of these, I explained it in my video this morning, it's not a pretty setup. I wouldn't call it an A+, that's for sure. There is bullish divergence there, hidden bullish divergence, yep. It's still a bit, technically it is divergence, even though one side of the MACD is on the wrong side of the zero level, one side is. As long as one side is, it's fine. But this side that is just, so look, it's not a perfect, it doesn't look right, but it's still a valid signal. I've taken it. It's a pretty tight range. Look how close those MAs. You can't even see them because they're all on the 240, underneath the 240, and it's flat. So expect some sort of breakout, or at least a move one way or the other. Look, waking up in 8.5 hours, holy sh. New Zealand USD, another one taken this morning, high risk, bullish, regular bullish divergence, against the trend, not going anywhere at the moment. Monday's a quiet day. Pound Oz in a trade from last week, same sort of deal, high risk, regular bullish divergence. Sort of had a little bit of a poke up towards the MAs, but didn't really hold. We've still got bullish JAGfx RD, that's the small blue trend lines here, which is an indicator that's freely available to anyone that's in the Facebook group. It's in the download files there. So we're still holding, it's heading up back towards the entry level now, so still okay, but not setting the world on fire. USD, Singapore dollar in a sell, so opposite to all those high risk buys, it's a high risk sell. Against it, the MAs are up. We've got regular bearish divergence going back towards the MAs. You see it there. Lower highs on the MACD Platinum and higher highs on price. So you can see the two trend lines there. We took a sell this morning, high risk trade. Going to look like a superstar when all the trades are going with the trend, I hope. Alright, pound CAD in nothing at the moment. It's just heading down, grinding down, and I can't seem to get a decent buy signal. There is a buy signal here, but again, trends down. I can't really justify any divergence there. You know, I could look from over here, I guess, across. And yeah, that doesn't even look right. It's too far away from my liking. I'd be looking for something in here or something like that, but at the moment, quite happy just to watch that grind down. Pound New Zealand. Now here's one of my little problem childs. It is my problem child. I took a buy here and it should have been out. I should have taken a small loss or a break even. I didn't. I thought it might turn because it was with the trend, even though the MAs are flat. Stop was a long way down. I didn't like how far the stop was. This morning, a sell signal presented, and I decided to just take the sell just to hedge myself, so I can try and, you know, I've got a stop in place up here and a stop in place down there. So hopefully it'll break one way or the other, and obviously stop me out one way, but it'll give me a profit the other way. Hopefully it'll be enough profit to either wipe out my loss completely or at least put a big dent in it. Yeah, I should have closed the buy, and if I was going to take this sell, if I wasn't in this buy, I wouldn't have taken this sell this morning. It's just not a good setup as a standalone trade. The only reason I took it is to protect this buy. So it's something I've got to work myself out of, and I'm sort of kicking myself a bit because I was trying to do these trades very disciplined, and I dropped the ball a bit here, but that happens sometimes. New Zealand CAD, in a buy here, regular bullish divergence, high risk against the trend. You can see it. It's my second go at this trade. It'd be nice to see this trend line get broken here and get up towards these MAs. I've got an aqua line drawn in here. It must be a level. Just a level that the price has come to before. Probably can get rid of that. So we're in a buy. It's not setting the world on fire, but it's not exactly killing me either, so it's alright. Oz New Zealand in a sell from a few days back last week, and I got a couple of divergence. You can see the divergence, and you can see my notes here, regular bearish divergence times 2 and or double top on MACD. That's that part there. So divergence from there to there, and there to there, and there, oops, there to there, and there to there also. So 2 lots of divergence, plenty of JAGfx RD bearish also, and but price isn't doing isn't playing the game. So, but it's not going that far against me either. Stops up here, so all good. All right, so let's swing across to the mod MACD charts. While that's loading up, we'll slip across to the news. This is this week's news on the Forex Factory economic calendar. I'll only have the high impact, the red ones. I don't really need to see I think it's orange. Let's have a quick look. You can always change the filter. Just have on the top right here, expected impact. That's the medium one, the orange one. You can put that in if you want, and just apply filter. And select your pairs, what sort of news you want to look at, etc. I just look at all news and basically all pairs, or the majority, and good old Forex Factory's in go slow mode. Well, it's not bringing it up. In the meantime, we'll just have a look what's happening this week. Monday, all quiet, nothing doing. They just put a little tab next to the news that's coming next, which is 5 AM tomorrow at my local time. This is in your local time if you set it up right. And you can see the news during the week. There's really nothing to get excited about. There is, like, obviously high impact news, as you can see all the red there. Durable goods, a few talking heads, FOMC meeting minutes. I'm not sure that's much of a mover. Oil, which comes out every Wednesday anyway. Core retail sales out of Canada. You can see it all there. It's not much happening. What's happening to my filter? Anywho, not to worry. Let's move on to the mod MACD. So we're in the mod MACD. You see, you've got plenty of trades open in the mod MACD. I've only got 2 pairs with no trade on, so plenty of action. So sip of my water, soda water. Alright, USD Canada, sorry, USD Japanese yen, in a sell from back here, really not doing much. I think I've closed half already and I've got to stop. I might drag the stop down a bit next couple of days, but it's still all pretty good down here. Ideally I want to sort of head towards that 240 LMA before I get too aggressive again, but we'll just see how it goes. Pound yen in a sell here, stops below it, already closed half. Again, you can pause the video and have a look. So it's looking pretty good, looks like it's turning up, but definitely got profit locked in there, which is great. AusCAD, one pair it's caused me a bit of grief, and a buy here. It's come down, gone up, stayed up, come down, and I have no idea what it's doing now. But at the moment, we're on the wrong side of the entry level, and we're still in buy mode at the moment. But it's definitely got a bit of sideways action here. Euro CAD and a sell from back here, stops well below the entry level now, so we're locking in profit. Already closed half, so looking pretty good. Aussie USD was looking alright until today. In a sell from obviously the same intersection of the 2 lines. It's turned up pretty quick again, but fast MACD is still a long way from that 0 level, so hopefully it won't be too much damage done. At the moment we're just on the wrong side of the entry level. I think I already closed 1/3 of this trade yet and put a stop in place. I did sort of think that I was losing momentum there, so locked in a little bit of profit and reduced the overall risk. Euro Swiss in a sell back here, closed 1, closed 2, closed 2/3 of the trade, stops below the entry level, can't lose. So looks like price is starting to head up slowly. So we're locked in, good profit there. New Zealand Japanese yen, same deal, sold there, closed 1, closed another one, so closed 2/3 of the sell and stops now below the entry level, so locked in, can't lose on this one either, so that's great. USD, Swiss franc. If it's not one pair, I think it was like a couple of weeks ago, it was the Aussie. Remember the Aussie was bouncing around the zero level, driving me nuts. I think it's going to be the USD Swiss franc's turn. There's that black line, that's parity, 1.0000. At the moment in a buy, we're on the wrong side of the entry level at the moment, but have a look at these sideways action. That's about 3 weeks worth there, and even before that. So you're going back to, say, middle of June, from there to there. That is terrible. Anywho, let's move on. Pound USD. Alright, in a sell back here, already closed half, stops now down below the entry level, so locking in profit, can't lose on that. Looks like it wants to head up a little bit. I'm probably kicking myself for closing that 4-hour buy trade before, but anyway, it's life. Euro USD in a sell here. I've closed one, I've closed two, so I've closed 2/3 of it. Stop is still above the entry level. I could maybe bring that down a touch. I think I'm fairly well, no worse than overall break even, if nothing, maybe a small profit. So I don't think I can lose on this trade either, but it's starting to head up, but we're in a sell at the moment, 1/3 of a sell still. Euro Oz, I've closed 2/3 of this sell. It's just gone sideways a bit, and so I've got to stop just above the entry level. I don't think I can lose on this trade overall, but it'd be nice to see if it's going to go down, just go down, none of this sideways stuff. But fast MACD's still below the zero level, and standard MACD's going sideways. Euro Yen, sell back here, already closed half, stops inside the entry level, which is all good. It's just a matter of following the stop down now, following the 25 SMA down possibly, and we're locking in profit, can't lose on that trade. Pound Swiss, same deal, sell back here, already closed half, stop below the entry level, matter of trailing the stop down if it presents, locking in, can't lose. CAD Yen, in a sell here, it's going against me a little bit at the moment. Yeah, look, I don't know what's going to happen here. The MAs are very tight, close. It looks like 25 SMA is starting to drop away again. So we're not, it's a bit early days yet in that trade, so hard to tell what's going to happen. AusCAD in a sell way back here, already closed half no doubt, and stop coming down well inside the entry level, can't lose, so we just try and trail the stop down and see how we go. Aus Swiss in a sell, closed one, closed two, so I closed 2/3 of the trade, stop in place just above the entry level. I can't lose, I'm pretty sure that's a protected stop. Nothing worse than overall break even, but I think it'll be a small profit if it goes through it. Oz Yen, closed one, closed 2/3, same deal as the Oz Swiss, I think. Stops just above the entry level. Can't lose overall, so we just got to wait and see how it pans out. It can just roll over again, keep on going down. Swiss franc, Japanese yen in a sell back here, closed one already, and got to stop there. Probably could still lose overall in this trade. I've taken a little bit of profit and I've reduced the risk, but if it goes through my stop I'll probably still lose, but looks like it wants to head down, but it's not going to do it quickly by looks. Euro New Zealand, this is one of the ones I'm not in the trade. Didn't get into that buy because of the huge big candle and it sort of pulled against me. Now, if this was to say turn up again, the fast MACD here, if it's to turn up and the standard MACD was to sort of turn up, and I can get in at a sort of reasonable price, instead of taking this buy, which was technically the correct one, I may be able to get a better price. But I don't know. It's always a bit harder when you got to sort of come in late, then you're overthinking things a little bit, but it is a possibility, something to look at. Even if I drop down and say a lower time frame like the 4-hour, I said, oh yeah, look, here we go, there's a look, here we go, perfect example. Possible buy signal coming up, so on the 4-hour chart tomorrow. Look how flat that's made. Wow. Just give you something to think about if you're that way inclined. Right, CAD, Swiss franc in a sell, and not going that flash, but not going that bad either. sideways. Look at that. These sideways. Hey, it's unbelievable. That's that summer months for you. New Zealand USD in a sell back here. Closed one, closed two, closed 2/3, and stopped just above the entry level. I don't think I can lose on that trade at all. So just a matter of it, seeing how it goes from here. Pound Aussie, that's the other one. I'm not in the trade at the moment. I sort of missed the boat. I'm not sure how, but I did on that sell back here. So yeah, nothing at the moment. Pound CAD, not to worry because I'm going to sell here. Back here, already closed half, no doubt. Yep, and it's gone down nicely. Stops fair way below the entry level, so can't lose there. Locking in a bit of profit, which is good. Yeah, the problem child on both systems. Pound New Zealand, I was on a buy a couple of days ago, and that reversed. So there's a buy there. Yeah, this is where this QMP filter plays up a little bit sometimes. It gives this false dot. Watch that green dot will disappear. Should have disappeared, it didn't. Anyway, I was in a buy up here somewhere, and I closed it out to take the sell this morning, and it's already going against me. You can see it's all pretty tight. So we'll just have to see. It'll eventually break out, and it'll move a lot of pips. It does. It's a pound. Right, New Zealand CAD. Going to sell all the way back here. It's gone down nicely. I've already closed out half, trailing my stop. You can see it's well inside the entry level, so locking in profit there. Can't lose there at all, which is good. And the last pair, Oz New Zealand in a buy here in this level here. Closed out one, closed out two. So I closed out 2/3. My stop's just below the entry level. It's probably, like I said last week, it's probably a little bit tight. I was hoping 25 would move up a bit and get on the other side of it, but yeah, I'll just leave it. It came back down towards it and then suddenly pulling up as we speak. So that's about it, guys. That's probably close to half an hour, that video. So thanks for watching, and as usual, thanks to everyone that's joined the Facebook group or subscribed on the YouTube channel or even the Telegram group. It's always appreciated, and I enjoy the interaction, so it's good fun. So if you want to post charts or setups or just bounce ideas, whether it be these methods or your own methods or hybrids or whatever, quite happy to discuss. All I ask is that if you do post a chart, try and post it close to the time of entry. That's always a good thing. Look, as much as I love seeing people's results, profits and that, it's funny, you only sort of hear about their winning trades or their good trades. I want to see them called live at the time and see how they go. You know, it's like someone that goes to the casino. They never tell you about how much they lose, but they're quite happy to tell you if they have a win. But anyway, happy to discuss any trades or anyone's got any questions, etc. More than happy to help, whether you want to do it privately by email or private message, or put it in the Facebook group or YouTube or whatever. And if you do like these videos, please subscribe, share them around if you want, and hit the like button. And I will chat tomorrow, no doubt. Cheers.